Do you know what to do against a haymaker? As long as you keep distance away from the fist, obviously that's important. Just past 90 degrees is gonna help. So at this range here, as I drive and I turn through, this is my hook punch now. So now the range has changed. I can't throw that hook punch anymore. So now I'm into my elbows. The first elbow, if we keep the same sequential pattern, is this one just turns and is clipping to that same area. Another elbow that you can play with is driving through. This one appears as if it's going up, but it's also going forward as well. While I'm doing this, I'm trying to pierce into my partner's face as much as I can so that the jaw kind of sinks into the body. Okay, so we gotta make sure that our block takes #1 priority. While I'm making this block happen, you can actually strength train here. Your partner's pushing in as hard as you can, making sure this would hit you. And you're seeing, oh wow, I'm weaker out here. Oh, I'm stronger in here. As long as you keep distance away from the fist, obviously that's important. Just past 90 degrees is gonna help. That rear hip wants to be driving forward, so I'm connected to the ground behind me. If I don't, go ahead, turn. We can see I'm gonna fall over, right? So the second that this gets engaged, go ahead, turn. It's like nothing. Okay, so when I'm here, there's lots of different ways that we can attack with first. If I strike into here at the same point, you can totally do that. Use your shuto strike into here, as long as this takes priority. What I find is when a lot of people try to simultaneously attack and defend, they put less on this, they end up eating the punch to begin with. So really what I'm trying to do is stop that next punch from hitting me. So when I make my block come up into here, my range now determines my weapon. I know it's gonna come from the right side of my body because I'm putting energy into that. So at this range here, as I drive and I turn through, this is my hook punch now. Try to use your body to use your core to rotate as much as you can and to get the impact to come through here. I used to teach slaps coming up to here, but notice once I slap, my elbow drops inside. Once it goes inside, I'm losing that structural strength. So I like to keep my elbow high on this, and when I'm punching into that mandible, into that jaw, again, I'm trying to hit their spine. If I hit the jaw and just click it, this punch can still hit me, right? Because slow-mo, 1, 2, 3, we both throw, right? It can still hit. I'm gonna hit more than him because I'm closer to him. But with that being said, that's why sometimes it's good to get a little bit of a strike into here and obviously cover as much as you can when that next one comes. If he falls, well, not over, but right? If he just falls back, now you have a chance to set up your kicks, maybe get away, totally up to you. Okay, so it's just one option. Another option is as you go to get the block, you've really committed to going in more. So now the range has changed. I can't throw that hook punch anymore. So now I'm into my elbows. The first elbow, if we keep the same sequential pattern, is this one just turns and is clipping to that same area. With that being said though, we can target into the eye, maybe open this up, bleed a little bit, but this may not send them back, right? This may just clip them, so then you have to hit them with something else. Again, we're just trying to build the first response, not eating that initial haymaker. Another elbow that you can play with is driving through. This one appears as if it's going up, but it's also going forward as well. While I'm doing this, I'm trying to pierce into my partner's face as much as I can so that the jaw kind of sinks into the body. Once it sinks in, maybe it makes him move back. Again, you don't know what's happening. If you like that one or kind of have like a holy shit response, you can both up as well, but understand that you're just completely committed here, that this is going to do the job, and if you miss a little bit, it may not do the job at all. So those are all great options if you're bigger than the opponent. But if the opponent is much bigger than you, if he throws, I may have to step underneath, cut an angle. Do I engage into the fight? Do I not engage? At least it and get hit with it. But again, what I'm trying to get past is that secondary punch. So if it's coming from his rear side, my right leg's forward, his right leg's forward, he throws at me, I'm stepping under and squaring away. You're still in the fight here. It's not done with by any means, but at least you're not eating that initial attack, because what does everybody do with haymakers? They just throw wild. Right? The reason why they do that is they think like, I am caveman, I have big heavy weight, I try to smash you with it, right? And they're just trying to use that momentum as much as they can. Another concept, if you see it coming from a mile away, is he goes to load that hand, you just fire that jab, right? A straight line is faster than half of a circle. So you can just hit it quick. Again though, when that comes here, I'm trying to roll my shoulder a little bit just in case. Okay, if I throw like a typical Wing Chun punch, I can eat it. If I'm here, there's a chance it will deflect off. Nothing is ever going to be a guarantee. The biggest advantage that we have against a haymaker punch, and that's why every martial art teaches a version of this somehow, is because you're seeing it come. The more they wind up to it, the easier it's going to see to happen. The one thing that you got to make sure you're good at, no matter what attack is coming at you though, is keeping that 6-foot gap. If you have time to react, a reactionary gap, that is going to give you time to see things happen, right? And then you don't have to worry about your footwork or anything. You're just like, hey, he's approaching, he's approaching, he's approaching. I see it circular, now I'm defending myself. If you have lots of years of training and you attack first, you may end up in prison. But if people can recognize, hey, he didn't throw a punch at all, he was trying to calm the whole situation down, the guy just threw a big haymaker at him, he stuffed him right away, the guy fell down and then he left, like that's pretty good no matter what country you're in to guarantee that, yes, you're gonna be safe, but now you're also not getting charged for assault. Anyways, train hard, this one's fun. Hey, what's going on? Way to make it to the end of the video. You're obviously very dedicated towards the learning of self-defense within your own self. So with that being said, if you want more information or if you want more things to train, I've had lots of people reach out and inquire like, how do I train with you, Kevin? How do I learn your system? My group classes are full. My private lessons are full, so unfortunately I don't have anything for the time being, but Budo Brothers and I, a couple of years ago, put together this fantastic digital seminar, and it literally goes through everything that you could probably think about. So with that being said, it's on budobrothers.com. Click the link below. Make sure to like and subscribe for all the major content that we're gonna be putting out. And we're doing this free for you guys because we want you to build confidence, for you to feel safer on the street so that we can make this world a great place. But you gotta train your ass off to get there. So keep up training, good job.